Today I'm going to be listening to an orchestra piece by Japanese composer Yoshihiro Kanno. It's called Northwest Current. This is the second piece of Kanno's that I've looked at. A couple months back I looked at a piece of his for violin, piano, and electronics. So if you want his biography, I would go to that episode. I'll put a subtitle here. The instrumentation for this one is 3-3-3-3, 4-3-3-1, timp, 4 percussionists, it looks like, harp, and strings. Third flute doubles on piccolo, or just is on piccolo the whole time, it looks like. And the third trombone is bass trombone. The percussion parts, it looks like they're just suspended cymbal, glockenspiel, bass drum, and 2 tam-tams. And I don't see it changing or anything here. Yeah, so one great thing about Kanno is all of his scores are freely available on his website, so I can freely show you some of this stuff here. There's something odd about how his music's been engraved. Like, even in the last piece we looked at, I saw collisions. Here I'm seeing collisions. So it's possible that he hand wrote a lot of these scores and then somebody else just or maybe he just input them into notation software over a very short period of time or something. So yeah, this one is on his YouTube channel, and it's from 2007. Yeah, I think I'm just going to jump into this one because it's hard to find information on it. And yeah, I mean, it's only 15 minutes, it looks like. So yeah, if you'd like to listen along, the recording is in the video description. And yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts on it. Okay, yeah, so this was a nice recording and performance. And one thing that I noticed in the score, the first percussion ends up doubling on vibes in the middle section, and the tam-tam player, I guess percussion 4, ends up doubling on tubular bells. So there's a couple additional pitch percussion instruments, mostly just in the middle of the piece. And it's a super straightforward ABA form thing. It's all just like the same octatonic scale, which I found a little bit tiring. Like, it kind of all just sounded like one harmony. A lot of the orchestral like doublings and effects were really nice. The orchestration was like kind of French and almost like Ravel sounding. So if I were to show someone like how to orchestrate something like this, I think I could use this piece for sure. And I think like if I had a student who was really into John Williams, but they really didn't know any other film composers, I'd probably introduce them to this because just because I think it is like a very serviceable concert work, and it's like keeps your attention. It's got a lot of good ideas, a lot of interesting textures and uses of like fast figurations. And honestly, even though I rag on it a little bit for sticking to the octatonic scale, I mean, that's at least a strong compositional choice. It's something interesting, which I don't think someone like John Williams or Hans Zimmer would do. So in that sense, it is actually a little bit more interesting. It has like a little bit of creative integrity. That was something I noticed about Kanno's other work that I looked at, was it just had very bold choices, and when there was a decision made, the piece stuck to it for a long time. So I can appreciate that about this. I think the middle section is much more interesting to me. I think it's really the more successful part of the work. because we have like this very slow building of parts. We keep adding more and more elements, and it starts with like a couple, call and response lines between like harp and vibes versus the winds. Then we add all kinds of other lines, and it all kind of works because the octatonic scale is just one big harmony, really, right? So he can weave whatever lines he wants, super flexible, and yeah, he just slowly builds for a really long time. I think it's pretty successful. As for the next piece, I think it's a Filanenko piece. We're going back to orchestra and electronics. Yeah, Alexandra Filanenko. So this is going to be another piece from 2007, but from a Russian composer